One of the hardest things about starting an online business or any type of business is actually making your first sale. Getting that first customer. It's all that you really need to get the momentum going and getting really excited about what you've got going on. But unfortunately, many of us never get to that stage because it is such a tough feat to actually get your first sale online. So today in this video, that is my goal, is to help you get your very first sale and to do it in just 3 days. So with that being said, I am excited to dive into this one. All right, and before we get into the video, if you are not subscribed, be sure to subscribe with post notifications turned on because I've got another really great strategy that I'm gonna be releasing here in the next few days and you are not gonna wanna miss it. I will send you a notification as soon as it goes live. All right, so let's kick this 2021 year off with a good start and let's jump onto my computer and show you how to make your first sale online. All right, so if you're a part of the free Facebook group that I have called Digital Marketing Incubator, then you likely have seen that we've been talking a lot about actually getting clients in this group. And one of the big focuses that we've been focused on lately is actually getting a client in just 3 days or in a weekend. So what I wanted to do in this actual YouTube video is dive more into that process and share with you the 5-step process that I've developed that works really, really well for actually getting a client or making your first sale online. And if you're not a member of this group yet, you can go on Facebook and search for Digital Marketing Incubator and you can join us inside there. All right, so with that being said, let me jump into my slides here and break down these 5 phases for you. All right, so our first phase is called the optimization phase. Now, what this is designed to do is it's designed to leave a good impression on your prospects who end up seeing your brand online. And what I mean by that is whenever someone finds you online, they're going to see a certain amount of things about you, the things that you post, whatever is on your social media profiles. And usually you don't have those things optimized to actually convert to getting a sale or getting a client. So what you want to consider when actually optimizing these different profiles is you want to answer 2 questions. The questions you want to answer are, who do you help and what do you help them with? Okay. And that is what you want to start crafting your brand online about and your social media presence about. So we talk a lot about lead generation on this channel a lot here, right? So one of the things that I might do if I was trying to get lead generation clients is I would consider all of the different social media platforms I have out there, my Facebook page, Twitter, LinkedIn maybe, and I would go and I would start crafting it around who do I help? So who do I help if I'm doing lead generation? Well, I help business owners. And what do I help them with? I help them get more leads, or I help them get more business, or I help them make more money, right? So I would want to make sure that my profile reflected that. I would want to make sure that I introduced myself as someone, hey, I'm Paul. I help business owners generate more leads online for their business. And that's very, very important. Another thing that's important is actually putting a call to action out there so that you tell people what you want them to do, whether that's, messaging you to find out to learn more, or maybe it's going to your website. However you make the sale, that's up to you. But it's important to be clear about who you help in your messaging, what you help them with, and what you want them to do to actually receive that help. Okay, so go and optimize your profiles. This is what we do in phase 1 to ensure that we're actually have our messaging right with who and what we help them with. So phase number 2 is our connecting or networking phase. And this is important because it's not like what you think it is. It's not like going to like groups or meetups and handing out business cards or something like that. And the reason why is because this is online. I don't know about you, but most of us, we got into the business of online because we wanted to stay behind our computer, right? At least I did. So there's ways to network online that is just, if not more effective. So you want to think about this phase to get connected with them is, where are your customers hanging out? You want to find where your customers are and you want to start to network with them. And what I mean by network with them is just adding them to your friends list or getting them to follow you or you following them, right? Depending on what platform it is. LinkedIn, maybe it's making connections, right? Find where your customers are and network with them, add them to friends lists. One thing that I like to do when I'm looking for new customers or I'm looking to make new sales is I like to scout out different Facebook groups. These are Facebook groups in the areas that I target, and I go through there and I look for people I want to help. So in the lead gen example, I want to look for business owners. I want to find the business owners within that group. I want to start adding them to my friends list. And at this point, we're not doing any sort of communication. We don't have to reach out to them or anything like that. But what we're doing is we're building up our network. We're building up our connections, right? So this is an important phase. This is phase number 2 of my 5-part system here, my 5-part strategy that works really well for landing a client in 3 days. Of course, you do have to do the work though. Phase number 3 is the phase where now we start to gauge interest in our service or our offer that we're going to sell them. And we call this a warmer post. I always also talk about this in a way of like hand raising. I say this is how we get our hand raisers. So the warmer post is really designed to get people interested in what we have to offer. So because in phase 2, we weren't really when we were networking with them, we weren't really reaching out to them and starting conversations. This post is designed to be a conversation starter, but in a unique way. You're not going to have to go and like start messaging people at random. You're going to post this to your social media profile. So like Facebook, you could post it on your wall. And this is going to get people to raise their hands if they are a fit for what you offer, right? So you're essentially attracting them like a magnet to you. And you're getting them to raise their hands and show interest, which now brings them from not a cold lead, whereas if you would have reached out to them, that would be like a cold outreach. This is a warm lead. They're coming to you and they're showing interest in what you have. So the way that I craft these warmer posts is I fill in the blanks to this statement basically. I'm looking for blank because blank. Comment interested below. So I might say something like, I'm looking for 3 business owners that need a website, and I will do it for free, but you just have to pay for the hosting. So my because there was more so a but in that case, but you have to pay for the hosting. So you can kind of swap those and interchange them out. But the goal of this is that the reason why you're putting this because blank or but blank is you want to kind of handle an objection in there. You know, why are you offering such a killer deal? So I'm kind of giving my deal out there, but then I'm telling them the reason why I'm doing it, because they still have to pay for hosting. Or I might say because I'm trying to build my portfolio. That would be a good one too. And that handles other objections as well. Like I'm a new website designer. So, you know, hey, I'm looking for 1 business owner to do a website for only $300 because I'm trying to build my portfolio. Comment interested below, right? So you can make your offer, give them a reason why you're making the offer, why it's such a good offer, and then get them to comment something. The reason why we include this, why we have them comment something, is because the Facebook algorithm and all social media algorithms they really are driven off of the whole comments thing. Comments will often boost the reach that a post gets on social media. So whenever we are doing this, we kind of want to drive the engagement to be a comment rather than anything else. And then from the people that comment on there, we can move on to phase number 4 of this, which is our filtering phase. And our filtering phase is kind of what it sounds like. We want to filter through all the people that commented on our post, and we want to see who we can actually help. See, most of the time with these posts that we're going out, we're going to make our first sale online. But a good business person always has other complementary offers as well, things that they can make additional money on. So it's good to go through and filter people out by people that you can help with other things too. You know, that you can offer complimentary offers to that not only make you money, but also help them. And not everyone that shows interest in your post, in your hand raiser post, and your warmer post is not going to be your ideal customer. So you want to go and you want to filter out who you can and can't get results for, leaving you with only your perfect client. So this is a really important phase that a lot of people skip. And when you skip this phase, you end up with clients that maybe aren't such great clients. And that's not good, because they could be problem clients. They could give you, just be a headache to deal with. And it could be for good reason, because maybe they weren't a good fit. So maybe it's your fault for not filtering them out properly. So then we get into phase 5. Once we go through the filtering phase, we find people who are a good fit. We need to actually close the deal. We need to get people to agree to move forward in the process. And this is pretty easy, because we don't need to get on the phone. We don't need to meet in face-to-face. We've kind of already done all this networking stuff online anyway, so the transition here is normal. But they're already pre-sold on your offer. You just really need to, in this phase, tell them what's next. And it might be as simple as saying, hey, I checked out your information online. I checked out your company. I think we'd be a great fit to work together. Would you like to get started? And you're just waiting for that yes, right? This is also a good opportunity to gather more contact details. I normally like to get an email address. And the reason why I do that is number one, just because we're able to follow up then. Follow up is really important. But also because I like to use proposals to upsell them other things. And if I can grab their contact details, like their email, I can then shoot them off a proposal with exactly what we talked about. Maybe it's that $300 website, or maybe it's the website where they're just paying for hosting. But then I can give them options on that proposal to upsell them to other things. Like maybe it's additional pages on the website for an extra $100 per page. Or maybe it's they're going to get a custom email address with their website for each team member, and they need to let me know how many they want, and it's going to be an extra $5 per month for that, right? You can use this as a way to upsell clients. And the ultimate goal here during this phase, part 5, is to just try and get a yes or no. Whether either one is fine, we just don't want like a maybe, or we don't want a non-response. So you want to keep following up till you get either a yes or a no. If you get a no, you can move on to the next person. If you get a yes, then you've got your deal and you've made your first sale online. So that is the exact 5-step process. Now, I have a special offer I put together called Client in a Weekend that actually goes through the specifics of this. You can see all of the kinds of results that I've gotten here, the different responses that I get from people when I actually implement this 5-part process. And this is Client in a Weekend, as it says right here, is a quick 5-part workshop designed to help you land your first paying client in as little as 3 days. And I've got a really special introductory price on this right now. It is under $20. I cannot guarantee how long it'll stay at that price. As you can see, I do have a timer here because we are raising the price every single day. And eventually I'm going to raise it up a lot more than $20. But if you're watching this video now and the video was just released, you should go check out the link in the description and get in on this while the price is under $20. If you're watching this video at a later time, then go check it out, see what the price is at, but it'll still be worth it. I can almost guarantee you that, because there's a lot of great content in here. And if you're struggling to make your first sale, you want to get a client, then this is the perfect workshop for you. All right, guys, so that is the process. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, you're going to want to check out this video over here. It is also a really great strategy. And if you're not subscribed to me yet, be sure to subscribe and turn notifications on so that you get notified of my next video. I'll see you in the next one. I am Paul James. Peace out.